The national costumes of Poland vary by the ethnographic region. They were developed during the second half of the 19th century and at the beginning of the 20th century, when the poorest layers of society became more and more involved in the economic and trading growth of the country. During the mid-war period, national costume was treated as a celebration wear, used not in a daily life, but at folk festivals, folk weddings, religious holidays, harvest festivals, and other special occasions. The costumes might reflect region and sometimes social or marital status. These garments were inspired by the fashions of higher societies and military wear, army. Also, one of the biggest influences were taken from Baroque and Renaissance period. Poland national costume is divided into the following historic regions of the country: Greater Poland, Lesser Poland, Mazovia, Pomerania, Warmia, Mazuria, Podlasie, Kujawy, and Silesia. In total, there is 68 variations of the national costume of Poland.
Żebyście poznali prawego Polaka, będę se tańcował, śpiewał krakowiaka, będę se tańcował!
One of the main purposes for Polish national costume is to wear it during special occasions. During most festive days, national dance Krakowiak is performed. As one of the greatest Polish sayings states, the man who can't dance thinks the band is no good. One of the most elaborated and mostly celebrated is Krakowian version of Polish national costume. It goes back to 19th century and it is the richest and the most beautiful variation of national costume and a great Polish pride. Women's costume is based on skirts made of flower-printed material. Underneath, the usually worn white underskirts with embroidery. Another important element of the costume is corset. Originally black, made of baize and decorated in the front with buttons and elaborated embroidery. Later versions from 20th century are made of velvet and are also embroidered at the back. This kind of corset is called katana. During cold days, women would cover their arms and back with a huge woolen checked scarf in red, white, blue and green color. They also use white ties and red heels. The most common hairstyle for maidens are two braids decorated with flowers and ribbons. Older, married women wore white or red scarves over their hair with rich embroidery at the endings. Red pearls were a final touch to the whole outfit. The most important elements of the male's costume were kaftan and jupan. They were made out of light blue base and lined with red. They were decorated with flower motifs and sometimes had embroidery with the name of the owner. One of the key elements of the costume was kerezia, a garment used to cover the body from the cold, long until the knee, made of brown base and tight fitting in the waist. It had a very characteristic collar called suka. It was triangle-shaped, falling down on the back and decorated with flower embroidery. Men also wore blue linen trousers or white trousers with thin blue stripes. The ends of the trousers were hidden in high boots made out of soft beef skin painted black or red. Another important element was the belt, worn over the jacket. It was made out of white leather band, 3 cm wide and 170 cm long. They also wore hats called magierka. It was decorated with feathers, fake flowers and ribbons. Polish national costume is used until today during important celebrations, and traditional dance is taught in schools. Polish folk dress is also a source of inspiration for young Polish artists.